Hi guys, so we're back live. Here we go. We're back live here. So this is the Spanish Witches Extreme Domination. And this is the reason I'm doing it like this is because this is like the strongest love spell I have out there. It's the combination of urine, semen, urine, or menstrual, or urine and blood. It's all that along with hair, along with undergarments. This person like sent me everything. This is one of the most expensive ones I have out there, if not the only expensive one I have out there. I've seen people spell works that are absolutely ridiculous in price, and people are not seeing videos or pictures or anything of it. All right, this one right here is a love spell. If you order this here, I need either blood and urine, or semen and urine, or menstrual and urine. I need those two things. I'm gonna need some of their hair, or some of their DNA, underwear, something like that. You'll also be receiving the oils necessary for you to use, so you don't have to go back to the shop and purchase everything, because all the kit will be shipped to you. Okay, for this spell here, and like I tell you, every spell is customized. If you don't see something on the shop that you like or that you connect with, you message us on the Gmail, and we will create you one, because we do have customized spells as well. So here I have already started. Okay, here my client sent me. This is a mixture of oils, semen, urine, um, spiritual water. That's purple. My oils, I use Extreme Love Domination, and I use the Make You Stay oil. But there's a difference here. For this work here, and only this work, I'm going to be using the Spanish Witch's Love powder and the Spanish Witch's Love oil. Now these are extremely new products to the shop. They may not even be uploaded yet, I'm not sure, but they will be tonight. This has been a concoction of all the years that I've been as a witch, and all the herbs that are actually for love and are completely and extremely dominant. It's all in here. Okay, this is also a combination of the witches that I've worked with, combination of the things that I've learned from my mother, combinations of things that go back to the 1800s, and this is where this has begun. Now, every time I do spell work, I don't buy any of my oils from Ana Riva. Not that there's anything wrong with that, or from the yerberia. I don't do that. I make my all of my oils, and Michael and I work with all of and only our products. So we do order herbs, of course, to create. We order herbs and we order resins.
And we're not saying that buying a love oil from the Botanica Everia is wrong. It's just,
no, not at all.
If you are going to make it your own authenticity, make your own love oil.
Exactly. So I believe very much in the products we use. This is why I won't just buy any color oil. Okay, to me, when I buy them off like that, they're just colored oil. I don't know what intention it was made from. I don't know what was put in. I don't know what energy was used when it was done. And I know when we make our oils, they're all crafted at our shop here. You know, it's crafted by Enchantable Witch, and it's done at the right time with a certain herbs, and that's it. And it ferments for a certain amount of time. So I really want to encourage you guys that if you can't afford to do something like this yourself, I mean, to get me to do it or someone else to do it, get the stuff yourself, guys. It's all out there. Hey, there's Silver Moon. Thanks for joining us. Get the stuff. It's all available for you, both light, dark, love, anything you want, prosperity.
But I am going to guarantee, if you were to buy your own ingredients, you're going to find lucky areas for certain prices, but you're going to find some areas where they just want the money and they're not going to give you good quality. If we were to do it with your own ingredients, you're going to save money. I think it's going to be a lot more expensive doing it on your own.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if you decide to order all the herbs, I'm sorry, I think the oil fell in here, the cinnamon oil, and I'm allergic to that. But if you were to order all of these things that we use, it's going to be expensive. It's cheaper for you to order them. I mean, unless you want to do it, then by all means do it. But this here is a secret recipe, and it's one that I've dedicated like hours and hours and days and years of studying herbs and studying and practicing with witches and my own practice myself, of course, and where I've seen success, and that's what I'm using here, guys. So
and it's a lot of sacred oils, so they're unique and authentic to us.
Yes.
Mostly to Belinda, because she's made a lot more oils than me. I've only made 3, but they're authentic to us and sacred to us. So it's years of research.
Yes.
You much more research through spirit guiding us.
Yes, most definitely. When I do work with a person, let's say someone orders this right here, the Spanish Extreme, the Spanish Witches Love Extreme, whatever I called it for the program, because I always get the name right before the show goes up, right before the, actually not the show, the actual spell goes up. If someone orders this for me today, I gotta take a day or two to hear their situation, to hear the petition that they want. Then Spirit comes to me and tells me how to do it. It'll never ever be the same. So if you're ordering, like, I'm gonna be doing a red devil cycle spell in a bit. It's gonna be different from the one I just did a few days ago. It always changes because the petitions are all different. And that's what I want to tell you guys. We specialize in actually connecting with our client. Now, if you want to do a consultation with a phone, it's a $25 fee. But if you want to just connect with the email, that's completely free. Or Messenger, completely free. And I will always take the time to answer your questions and talk to you guys. Of course, in between of life happening and me, in between of me seeing clients, you'll never get ignored if you haven't been seen to speak for a reason. So,
my opinion of what you were going to say before you continue, Val, is that it's the example of, for example, a chocolate factory making the authentic, famous Mars bar. It became famous through people ordering, and it got popular through revenue. Now, our version of the Love Domination is extreme. There's many out there, but it's become popular and authentic to us because people have seen how it works. They've seen the description on the listing. They've seen other people's testimony and petition and what we've been saying about it, and other people have been talking in that community about how well it's done. And other people can imitate and create and try and make it to the exact of how we make it, but just like they would try and imitate the Mars bar, they can't exactly make it the way we've made it, and that's how authentic we are.
And another thing y'all need to know, I have given some oils on there, but at the end when the camera goes off, I do add my own stuff, because I've always told you guys, y'all need to make it your own. Y'all don't have to focus completely to make it completely the way I do it, or someone else does it, guys. It's your own, and it's a lot of study and a lot of money put into this, and I love doing it. I love my job. This is what I do. This is my job. This is something they say that when you do something that you love, you never work for the rest of your life, and that's true. Even though this is a lot of work, because it does take a lot of energy. Oh my God, a lot of energy and time sometimes away from my family. Like right now, like I'm working at this time. I like to work at night because that's when my clients are usually asleep, or not clients, but my targets are asleep, and this is when I like to work. So a lot of times, school starting up, I'm gonna be up like 3 hours later, so it's a lot of hard work too. So anyways, getting back to the spell work, my client was able to send me underwear, his and hers, her hair, which is in here. He sent me semen, he sent me urine. In here I have honey, and I have the herbs that I've had added to it. I added Extreme Love Domination, Make You Stay oil. I'm now going to be adding the Spanish Witches Love oil. And it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay? I'm also going to add this oil to this here. This here is going to go in the onion. The reason I'm choosing to use the onion is because I want to cause tears in my target. I want this person to not to be able to live or exist unless they are with my client. All right? I want them to constantly be thinking about it. This is an extremely, extremely powerful spell here. And this stuff is just wonderful, guys. Now, I'm going to add the Spanish Witches Love Powder. And the reason I call it Spanish Witch is because I am a Spanish witch, and I want to incorporate my own culture into this. I practice very much pagan, but I also practice my own tradition and the way I was raised with all the old ways of the witches of the 1800s. The witch that actually helped my mother was from the 1800s. So that's how far back these spells or these recipes go. So now I'm gonna fold the petition, right? This petition is gonna go into the onion here, okay? Into the onion, I'm gonna go ahead, that's folded. I'm gonna add my Spanish Witch's Love Oil, just a drop in there. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna add my Spanish Witch's powder. And the powder, guys, you're gonna be adding, I'm gonna be adding to the pictures. This powder and this oil, you'd use them on the candles and on the pictures and on your little jars and things like that. That's how you will use this oil. Let's go ahead and get this here and place it into the onion. I'm gonna wrap it to where I can actually fit my candles in there. So this is what we're gonna do first. We're gonna get our candles and prepare them, wrap this petition and then stick it in there. So I made the hole big enough to where hopefully they all fit in there. Petition's gonna go in the jar along with their picture. So let's get this started here. I'm gonna add the Spanish Witch's Love Oil. Onto all of them. And the reason I'm using purple is because, once again, we want this to be a dominating, very, very dominating ritual, very dominating spell. We add our powder. So this is how you would use it at home. Okay? You would add your oil and your powder here. Okay? Now, I have some thread here. I'm going to go ahead and tie these candles together so they're not flopping all over the place. And I like to use purple thread, guys, just to keep them together and for that extra domination. There we go. Also, the thread seems to burn easier and safer than anything else. Let's go ahead and wrap this up here. The reason I'm doing this like this is because the onion is for the purpose of causing tears. All right, that's what we want. Perfectly put in there. I'm probably going to stick it in a little deeper. Let me move it out of there. I don't want to drop that. So. Here we go. Now, I'm going to be putting, once I start the candle, I'm going to be using these needles here. They have a red top. And I'm going to be using them because I'm going to be putting an intention into this person and into my my onion of what I want this lady to feel for my client. I'm going to go ahead and put this a little deeper, guys. I do not want it to catch fire. Remember safety first. So let's put this in there. And then our candles will go on the top of this, guys. So let's not worry about the candles right now because I am going to push it in deeper when the camera goes off. We're going to go ahead and get our little wrap here and our petition. The petition, I already read it. I'm going to put it into the jar very carefully because, once again, there is semen, urine in there. I'm going to have my pictures over here. I already have all the sigils, and I've been working them already. From the moment a person hires me, from that moment, you go into the circle, and that moment, I begin to work at least the energies, all right? Until I tell you, because when you hire me, there are so many people, you get a designated date. So I'll tell you it's Wednesday, it's Friday, whatever day I feel is best for you. And there you go. We go by dates, and I book each and every person. Okay? I'm also going to add a little bit of honey just to stick them together. And my intention. And I want my client to dominate. So, Spanish bind. Okay? We're going to get our underwears, place it in here, and I'm going to bind them together. And I've already called her mind, body, and spirit. Because some people want to know if you use maiden names. Yes, you got to use their maiden names, the names they were born with. If they're married or were married and using that name, you would use that name as well. But you want to use their maiden names as well. Okay, guys, so let's put our intention into this. I'm going to go ahead and close this up. I don't want any of this to spill out, so it is bodily fluids. Okay. Now I'm going to get my onion. And I'm going to want 4. And I have her name right here. I want you to be devoted to my client. And every time I pierce this onion, let it represent your heart that I'm piercing into. I want you to feel alone without him. I want you to feel that all you want to do is be devoted to him and only him. I want you to give him your complete devotion. This is what my client wants, complete devotion. And I said other things that he wants as well that are private. And I want her to cry each and every day until she's with him. I don't want you to eat, sleep, shit, or be with anyone else until you are with him. You can't eat, you can't sleep, you can't shit. You can't fuck anyone else, you can't sleep with anyone else, you cannot do anything with anyone else until you are with these works are gonna be burned together, guys. All right. So because I'm thinking of safety first, I'm gonna place it on here because I'm activating the jar, and it's gonna work exactly the same. That onion is being worked with that energy every day, guys. I'm gonna be pulling out a needle. Because by the time all the needles are done, she should just be completely thinking about my client. And that's it. Just my client. Once this purple candle gets to this right here, I will light the other ones. Because if I light them now, it's going to burn unevenly. So I'm going to let the purple come down. Purple, remember, it's for domination. This is an extremely powerful spell here. We're using the onion. We're using the purple, which is more dominating. And then we use the semen and the urine in here. For women, I would use urine and menstrual or urine and just blood. Some women don't menstruate anymore. So we'd use blood from your finger. Things.